Hey there, folks. My goodness. Welcome. I see you back there. Come on, come a little bit closer. That's fine. That's fine. Sit down. All right. Welcome to another goddamn episode of some true crime shit, and God knows why you're listening to it, but hopefully we can smear some humor on that for you and give you a good 30-ish minutes of some fucking true crime fun. We got for you today, we got 2 people from the Netherlands going to Panama, and they're going missing. This is Unsolved. There's going to be a blue backpack, and there's going to be a foot in a boot. No body attached. That's right. We are talking about the unsolved mystery of Kris Kremers and Lisanne Froon. Prepare to not have closure. It's going to suck, but it is a fascinating case. Hope you enjoy it. I'm John, and I am Kat, who is waiting to play core keeper with me. And this is Aghast.
Everyone.
Hey everybody, hello. Hello and how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Very
how
well,
are you?
very well.
Good.
Very well.
Good.
Oh my god, another one. Another one. This is episode 80, sweetie.
Yeah, look at that.
Look, another fucking milestone. Shit.
Look at you.
Well, what are we going to do today?
We're going to tell a story.
Wow.
After your disclaimer.
No chit chat.
How was your work week this week?
Okay, well, no one's fucking tuning in for that crap.
I'm asking our audience, not you.
Okay.
You're awfully full of yourself, you know that?
I don't believe you. All right. Okay, I'll give our disclaimer. Cue the fucking music. Hey, folks. We here at Castbox have a lighter touch to true crime. The lightest touch you could possibly imagine. We are like that morning, a cold morning, and you get up and you take off your top and you smell your pajama top and you think, wow, that needs to go into the wash, and I'm clearly a disgusting person. And your armpits are reeking. Even the animals don't even want to be near you. And you ran out of deodorant. You go over to the Credenza or Vanity or whatever the shit.
Davenport.
And you find your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend.
Or fling,
partner, but those are your only choices. And you see their deodorant and you think to yourself, well, no one's smelling my armpits anyways. This is just to make sure no one smells my BO. And you pop open that cap. There's a little mountain on the cover, and you're thinking, my God, I'm going to smell like the great outdoors. And you pop that cap off, and you're happy that they went with an aluminum-free deodorant. And there on the stick, glazed over, partially embedded within, a long brown hair, twisted and
gnarled
and bending in positions and angles that are not natural. And you wonder, did that come from that person's armpit? Or do they use this on their ass? And you give it a sniff. Just tickle the inside of your nose with the end of that hair. And you realize, yes, this is their ass deodorant. And you apply it anyways. We are the ass deodorant of true crime, being slathered on the armpit of podcasts. And the reason we have to have this air of levity is because true crime sucks. It always has and always will. Don't fool yourself. And we need to go to work. So if you are not a fan of belittling and insulting and making fun of murderers, rapists, their shithole families that created them, and all the other bastards who made it easier for them to do what they did, if you don't like that, you're a clown and a fool, and you're probably excited about Mark Carney, and you have no fucking brains. For the rest of you, you're intelligent and kind and generous and cultured, and we hope that you get whatever the fuck you're looking for from this podcast, and if not, well, by God, drive home safe and drink up. Bless your hearts, and good luck.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to you, sweetie. All right, let's get on with the goddamn show.
Okay. Today we're diving into a deeply tragic and still unresolved mystery, the disappearance of Kris Kremers and Lisanne Froon, 2 young women from the Netherlands who vanished in Panama in 2014.
What the hell were these Netherlanders doing in Panama?
Well, you'll find out.
I feel like it'd be too hot for them.
This case has captured international attention, not just because of the eerie circumstances surrounding their disappearance, but also because of the puzzling evidence left behind.
Okay.
I'm
intrigued. Color me intrigued.
We'll stick to the facts today, walking through the background of Kris and Lisanne, the detailed timeline of events, the discoveries made during the investigation, and the theories that have emerged over the year.
Why are you saying now we're sticking to the facts? Have we been fictional this entire time?
No, usually
we've been lying to you folks?
What I meant was usually when I'm researching and writing up our scripts, it's very like a storytelling, and this is more like bullet point facts.
Bullet point facts, everybody.
Not
buckle up.
Necessarily bullet point.
We're keeping it real this time. We're keeping it realistic.
This is a very complex case, so let's get to it. Kris Kremers and Lisanne Froon were best friends from Amersfoort, a city in the central Netherlands. They were young, ambitious, and eager to explore the world. Kris Kremers was 21 years old at the time. She was known for her outgoing and creative personality. She had a passion for photography and had recently completed her studies in cultural social education.
Oh, I don't know about that. That sounds fucking stupid.
Kris had a love for adventure and had always dreamed of traveling. Lisanne Froon was 22 years old, just a year older than Kris. She was described as intelligent, athletic, and highly organized. Lisanne had recently graduated with a degree in applied psychology and was excited to embark on her first big trip abroad. The trip was a mix of adventure and volunteering as they planned to immerse themselves in the local culture, improve their Spanish, and volunteer with children in Boquete, a town in Panama's Cherokee province.
These people are just like the nicest folk. They're going to volunteer with children in a foreign country where they barely speak the language.
Well, to improve their Spanish, so I'm assuming they speak it pretty decently already to get around. The two women arrived in Panama in mid-March 2014. They spent the first 2 weeks sightseeing, enjoying the beaches, and experiencing the vibrant culture. On March 29th, they arrived in Boquete, a charming town surrounded by rainforest and mountains. It was a popular destination for hikers and tourists, and Kris and Lisanne planned to stay there for about a month. They stayed with a local host family and were scheduled to begin their volunteer work at a nearby school on April 1st. On the morning of April 1st, Kris and Lisanne decided to hike the Pianista Trail, a well-known path that leads to a scenic viewpoint overlooking the dense jungle. The hike is typically a half-day trip, and the trail itself is well-marked and frequented by locals and tourists alike. The women left their host family's home around 11 a.m., reportedly accompanied by the host family's dog, Azul.
No boy. Mm-hmm. What kind of breed?
I don't know.
All right.
They were dressed in light hiking clothes and carried a small blue backpack containing water, a camera, phones, and other basic supplies.
Let me guess. The color of the backpack is important.
What we know about that day...
Okay, sorry.
What we know about that day... The women were seen on the trail by other hikers, who later described them as cheerful and relaxed. Azul, the dog, returned to the host family's home later that evening, alone. Kris and Lisanne, however, did not return that evening as expected. When they failed to come home by nightfall, the host family grew concerned. By the following day, April 2nd, their disappearance was reported to local authorities. Like, great host family, I must say.
Yeah, no kidding.
Over the next 10 days, a massive search effort was launched. Local guides, police search and rescue teams, and even helicopters were deployed to comb the jungle. The search focused on the Pianista Trail and surrounding areas, but the dense vegetation and the steep terrain made the search extremely challenging. Teams worked tirelessly, hoping to find the women alive. But there were no signs of them, no footprints, no clothing, no indication of where they might have gone. As the days turned into weeks, hope began to dwindle. Family members of Kris and Lisanne flew to Panama, along with Dutch investigators and specialized search dogs to assist in the effort. Still, the jungle seemed to keep its secrets. The first major clue in this case didn't appear until June 14, 2014, more than 2 months after Kris and Lisanne went missing.
Wow, 2 months.
A local woman living near the Culebra River, roughly 12 kilometers from the Pianista Trail, found a blue backpack along the riverbank.
Oh, the blue backpack.
The backpack appeared to be in good condition, despite being exposed to the jungle environment. Inside, authorities found 2 pairs of sunglasses, $83 in cash, Lisanne's passport, both women's phones, Lisanne's camera, a water bottle, and 2 bras. Remarkably, the backpack and its contents were dry and undamaged, leading to speculation about how long it had been in the jungle.
Yeah, that is fishy.
The phones and camera found in the backpack provided some of the most puzzling evidence in this case. The phone's activity, April 2nd to 11th. April 2nd, the first full day after the disappearance, emergency call attempts continued. Lisanne's phone attempts to call 1112, the European emergency number, at 6:58 a.m. Kris's phone is used for a similar attempt at 7:36 a.m. All calls fail. April 3rd to April 5th, sporadic activity is recorded on both phones, likely as the women continue searching for signals. April 6th, Lisanne's Samsung phone runs out of battery. From this point onward, only Kris's iPhone is used. April 7th to 10th, the iPhone is turned on multiple times, but no calls are made. April 11th, multiple incorrect PIN entries are recorded, suggesting someone unfamiliar with the phone may have been trying to access it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I was thinking that, and I was also thinking maybe disorientation. If one of the girls was disoriented and couldn't figure out the password.
Yeah, maybe.
That was just a theory I had too. It's worth noting that despite the lack of signal, the women's persistence in attempting emergency calls suggests they were alive and actively trying to find help for at least several days.
Jesus, this is pretty awful.
The Canon PowerShot camera found in the backpack contained over 100 photos. These images provided a chilling timeline. Photos from April 1st. Kris and Lisanne are smiling and enjoying the hike. The photos stop abruptly at the summit. Photos from April 8th, taken between 1 and 4 a.m. These nighttime images are far more mysterious. They depict the dense jungle, a ravine, a creek, and what appears to be a makeshift marker of sticks and bags. One image shows Kris's hair, leading to speculation that the woman may have sustained injuries or that something more sinister occurred.
Oh my God.
The camera's nighttime photos remain one of the most perplexing aspects of this case. Were they taken as signals for rescue, or did they serve some other purpose? In August 2014, human remains were found near the Colabra River, not far from where the backpack had been discovered. A pelvic bone and a boot containing a foot were recovered.
Oh my God, Jesus.
DNA testing confirmed these remains belonged to Kris and Lisanne. Additional bones were found scattered in the area. What struck investigators as odd was the condition of the bones. Some showed signs of natural decomposition, while others appeared to have been bleached, possibly by sunlight or chemicals. The discrepancy has fueled theories of foul play.
Yeah, no kidding.
And again, like the backpack being in such good condition when being out in the elements for 2 months.
Yeah.
In a jungle.
Yeah.
Now that we've covered the facts, let's discuss the theories about what might have happened to Kris and Lisanne. Accidental death. The most widely accepted theory is that the women became lost after venturing off the trail. They may have fallen into the river or succumbed to dehydration, injuries, or exposure.
Do you think it was an animal attack?
Could have been an animal attack. Absolutely.
How was the foot cut?
Well, the bones are probably scattered. That could happen even after death, and the animals, tear the body apart and carry off with it.
I guess, yeah, you're right.
Foul play. Some believe the women may have encountered someone with malicious intent. The condition of their belongings and the bleaching of the bones have led to suspicions of foul play.
Yeah, that's really weird. It almost seems like someone trying to stage it.
Yeah, or cover something up too,
Yeah.
Cultural or criminal factors. The area is known for occasional criminal activity, including drug trafficking. Some theorize the women might have accidentally stumbled upon something dangerous. This case has left us with countless unanswered questions.
Oh, yeah. What are those?
Why were certain photos deleted?
That is interesting. Why were they deleted?
I'm wondering, too, could this digital camera only hold a certain amount? So when they maybe were trying to take pictures to get light in their way, they had to delete other photos?
Yeah.
How did the backpack remain in such good condition?
Yeah.
Who was attempting to access Kris's phone on April 11th? Were the remains consistent with a natural timeline of decomposition? These mysteries continue to spark debate among true crime junkies and experts alike. Kris Kremers and Lisanne Froon set out for what should have been an adventure of a lifetime, but instead found tragedy. While their deaths are officially ruled as accidental, the evidence leaves us wondering if there's more to the story. If you guys have theories or thoughts about this case, we'd love to hear them, and you can reach out on our social media or even comment below on this video on YouTube, because we would love to discuss this case more.
Yeah.
It really is such a mystery, and these are
them.
These are them on that trail. I did find photos too of the.
Yeah, I want to see like the actual photos.
Some of the ones with the head. Yeah, that's
a boot. Jesus.
But I did find the photos of the head that were thinking maybe someone sustained an injury.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's weird.
And why, if this was such a well-marked path, why did they go off of it?
Yeah.
It really is a mystery. Now, I did also find in my research, but I didn't include it because I didn't want to... I wouldn't have used names. I didn't have names, but I didn't want to... If anybody knew the people... I didn't want to put any false allegations on them or anything. But I did hear, too, that they were seen lunching with two men right before they went on the trail.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Now, I do believe they posted about it on Facebook. But I did hear about that, but I left it out because it wasn't a concrete fact.
Yeah, Jesus.
But it's such a mystery as to why they would have gone off the beaten path in such a dense jungle, unless they were pulled off of there. But then did they run and get away and they were trying to, if it was foul play, were they able to get away, but then they just ran deeper into the jungle? I don't know.
Yeah, what a fucking mystery.
Yeah, this is interesting too.
I feel like it's foul play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is hard to say. It could just be a tragic accident, but there is just some photos were deleted. Of course, you can argue the accessing the phone on April 11th. That could have been someone disoriented. April 11th, after being gone on April 1st, that's almost 2 weeks. You're dehydrated. You've been without food. If you have an injury, you could be concussed.
Yeah.
And you just are trying to figure out how to open this phone and you're not capable of doing it.
Yeah.
The backpack remaining in good condition, that is so bizarre to me. But again, like if it was foul play, I feel like there's a better way to discard that backpack. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it is a mysterious story that's 11 years old now, still without much closure.
Jeez, I wonder if the case is actually still open.
It was officially ruled as accidental, so it is closed.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's not even a cold case. Like, it was officially ruled as accidental. But what do you think of that story?
Oh, it's a good story. It's a sad story. Mm-hmm. I don't like stories where there's no closure. It's a very interesting story considering everything involved, all the factors.
Yeah. I feel like the stories with no closure are the ones that we should still be talking about. We should be talking about, bringing awareness to everyone's stories, but the ones with no closure should be left fresh in people's minds.
Yeah.
Because maybe it will just take one person hearing this story again to push to, an investigator to open up the case again, or...
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, shall we do a quote by Chris Tucker? All right, now let's sit back, relax, and contemplate the articulate and intelligent musings of his Tuckeredness, Christopher Tucker. I feel like every time I go out, I want to do a good job. I want people to say that he's just as good at stand-up as he is in some of the movies I've seen him in. So I try to do the best every time I go out there.
And that was Chris Tucker on Silver Linings Playbook and his intermittent film career interview with Nathan Rabin. December 14th, 2012.
Wow. I guess I never knew that he was in stand-up. I almost want to look back at what it was his stand-up like.
Remember You Rock My World, the music video? He was in that?
No.
Well, shall we get to Core Keeper?
Yeah, let's get going. Thanks very much for sticking around this long. I'm sure you're already gone by now, but if not...
Cheers.
Cheers to you. Drink up. Waterfall. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's it. 6. Well done. All right.
We would love to hear your thoughts on this case or any case you think we should cover. You can comment on our social media, cast_Aghast on Instagram, or Catam Concoction on YouTube. You can also search Cast Aghast on YouTube and you get all our videos. We insert fun clips and stuff on there, so there is a visual aspect to it. Sometimes we think about we should do live recordings, and it's like, do people really want to see our faces?
No, we're ugly.
Yeah. Maybe you.
Yeah, well, I am for sure. I'll fucking break the lens.
And he's not ugly, ladies and gentlemen. He is a handsome gent.
Okay, you sexy
Just
demon.
think a Canadian Charlie Hunnam.
Okay.
Circa the gentleman.
No, all right. Throw up all over the place.
He is 100%. Also, do not forget to check out our bloopers. Sometimes they're better than the actual episode.
Yeah, some people probably just fast forward to that crap.
Yeah. And we do add bloopers in the drinking game, so it just makes it even more fun. Our goal is to get you drunk.
Good luck to you. Drink for every bleep on the bloop.
Yeah, I always put them in the show notes.
Okay. Drive home safe. See you later.
Ciao. You can check us out on YouTube at Catam Concoction.
That's CATAMCONCOCTION.
And on Instagram at cast_Aghast.
Remember, there's a silent H. Trying to think of something on the way home.
Like the hair maybe you find on a deodorant or something.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's a funny one. Yeah. I've been using your deodorant lately and I found a hair on it.
I'm going to smell like the great white outdoors.
The great white outdoors?
I'm going to smell like the... You're thankful that they went with the lithium-free.
Aluminum-free.
That they wouldn't...
And volunteer with children in Bouquet, a town in Panama's Chiriquy? Chiriquy?
Well, why don't we ask Google what to say?
Well, I can't.
Ask it.
I can't because the cord is in.
Well, where's my phone?
Cherokee.
All right, now we know.
April 2nd, the first full day after their disappearance, April 2nd.
I believe that you can do this. I believe that you can read.
This case has left us. That's a tongue twister. This case has left us. I can't say this.
This case has left us.